Well, it only took a pandemic, a heated political climate, and a derecho to get Iowans really talking about their mental health. But what keeps so many of us holding back instead of reaching out when we do need help? It's a little question, but there's several ways to take a look at this. First of all, if we think about our beliefs about mental health, maybe what stays in the family stays in the family. Maybe mom and dad never talked about mental health. Maybe grandma and grandpa never talked about mental health. And maybe the only time they did was to talk about the neighbor down the street. Maybe we saw too many movies in which mental health was portrayed as really crazy or really violent and scary. Maybe in our culture we don't talk about mental health. Maybe we're worried about costs or even how to start mental health services. So let's take a few practical steps. First, let's have the courage to rethink mental health. And that regardless of what we saw in Silence of the Lambs and regardless of what Jane's doing down the street, we're having a hard time and we want to talk about it. So now what? Sometimes we reach out to our insurance companies and see who they'll cover in our area. Sometimes we just call a clinic that we're close to and say, hey, what are your programs? If I'm low on cash, do you have any funding or assistance or grants? Sometimes it takes trying it. We're not all going to click with the first therapist we have, but it's kind of like trying on new shoes. You might not like the first pair, but you keep trying. UCS wants to hear from you if you're struggling with your mental health. Telehealth has made it easier to reach out and get services from the comfort of your own home. So have that courage. Rethink those old thoughts about mental health. Thank you.